Hey, Black Cowboy. I so totally screwed up. I was supposed to do the Twitch channel up here at the top and then copy and paste. I did it in the wrong one. Still new at this. So now, the right one. Well, I can get ready and load in. So, Sharon, Forbidden West manual say, oh, no, not that one. Let's see. There we are. Because I had loaded in my original save to make a thumbnail for when I move it to YouTube. Copy paste, copy paste. Okay, Opinator, hackers. Well, after watching Grizzly for a while today, I streamed some Red Dead. You know, on YouTube, so that's my main thing. Okay, it's loading in. Actually doing the copy and paste and putting them in Discords is a little bit quicker than doing it on the phone. I had to double tap each Discord channel on the phone to share to them all, which is so totally freaking boring. Okay. Yeah, I got her standing there wearing that right there. See, Rufus's. We go to a couple more to share to. There we go, team ads. And then last but not least mine, all the way down at the bottom of the Discord page. Okay, there we go. Bam. Oh, I can work on getting ready. Did I press the wrong button? Yeah, I did. Okay. Now, one thing is, gonna fight another one of the types of machines. So I'll just move all this off here until I get to it. If I can find where it's at. Where the heck are you? There he is. Slitherfang. Weak against Fire, Frost, Plasma. Okay, well, Fire, Frost, that'll work. Okay. Because I know I'm going to fight that sucker pretty soon. So. I mean, if I remember what kind of attacks he did. Let's see. Oh, I know they do shock attacks. That one's got 56 shock. Ooh, 62. Okay, she's going to equip that one. And keep the look of that one. Okay. We gotta defend the crew route.
She's with us. Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Akaro and Marshal Katalo await you within.
Okay. I'm going in.
The cool route should be starting soon.
Yeah,
Once
should
it's
be.
done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hikaru's throne.
Check my weapons.
And ether.
Okay, see frost and fire. Oh, I better make more of that up. I'll need it. Uh-oh. Well, let's hope I don't need all that ammo. I gotta go this way. This way, this way, this way. Okay. Something else I gotta do here real quick. Go into my stream settings. See, video producer. Stream manager. Edit stream info. Scroll down. I want to try and add like a few tags, because I just learned recently you can put tags in. Okay, Horizon Forbidden West. I can't put that. Contains invalid kit. Oh, because of the plus. That's why. Duh. Okay, I'll just. There we go. Let's see if that'll work. Done. Okay. Get it back to the stream. Back to the channel for the stream. There we go. Okay. Okay, gotta go this way. Excuse me, sir. Just scanning them data points there.
This must lead to the arena.
Another one. Come on, there we go.
It's another part of the ruins.
Okay.
Turned into a fighting ring.
Won't really need these right yet. Yeah, see why it still shows search? Because that one I already have. It's in my stash.
Aloy, it seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heal.
Oh, quite possible, yeah.
Katalo helped.
Yes. Takote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand. Some have come to compete, others to bear witness.
The coup route.
They know Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Katalo,
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena.
Well, maybe I didn't do the
through the
thing right
throne
to
room
get
you just
knocked off the
passed,
chat.
and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regala means to assault the
Maybe I
Cool
can
Route
make
with machines,
Zakata like a
she will have to attack
moderator
by
of the
trail.
channel, and he can help with
You
that
will
stuff.
join our defenders there.
He's big on Twitch.
Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward.
You'll be free of my
Make whatever preparations you must. Once the Cool Route begins, you must see
Well, I
it
do
through.
need to go to my stash and get some stuff. Pretty soon,
The
though.
grove, the arena, it's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers the sacrifice of the Ten.
Really?
Their
Yeah.
deeds commemorated for eternity.
Sacrifice.
The visions tell us that on the ground below, they gave their lives in a fight against machines. We honored them by holding the Cool
Sounds
Route
like
where
the
they
guy
fell.
from Mortal Kombat. Well, kinda, yeah. God, I remember his name, Kotaro or something like that?
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here with the chief, where I belong. Should the fight reach us, we will take the blood owed for our fallen.
If it comes to
See
that,
that big guy chief, you take his
the
makeup,
defenses will
the
hold.
things off his face, that weird looking freaking headdress, he would look like Conan. Okay,
Let's get
well, let's
this
get
over with.
started.
Good. You'll find Dekka at the north barricade with the rest of our defenders.
Okay. We gotta defend the Cool
Strike
Route.
true as the Ten. I'll see you when this is done.
Oh, yeah, definitely. First time I saw him, it's like,
There's
is that
armor
Conan's
in that
dad?
chest. Take it.
I already
It
took
might
it.
prove useful.
I already took it. Okay, there we go.
You're watching
There's my stash.
history, Outlander.
Helping them all make history. Okay. See, because this resource right there, volatile sludge, very, very important for, you know, my best ammo and stuff. But also other outfits. See, Vindicator, Dragoon, Guitar Warden. There it is, the Tanakh Marshal. See, already have it. Some of them look kind of weird. I got her wearing the headdress, don't I? Tara Whisperer. Oh, I gotta look at the rest of these later.
A battle's
Okay.
coming. You
Yeah, I
can
know the
feel it in
battle's
the
coming.
air.
Shush.
Sacred to the Tanakh. It must not
Honor them all. I've got some shards riding on this. This
That all your shards
make our stand.
for the home team.
with your blade amongst us.
Okay, let's see. I wanna get like Tripcaster out. Just temporarily.
This is a ceremony.
Oh, wait. There. That
Not
must
all
have
will
hurt
come
me
for
quick.
the chief.
Set more traps for the machines.
My strength is yours.
Mr. Cote.
May-
Yes, thugs, of course.
Look, come.
Oh, look who's here.
Chief's champ. Easterner.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance, my challengers will be facing Regala. It was only right their commander joined.
Some of the headgear on some of the
Or
outfits
maybe
are
you
kind
need
of
to
weird
save
looking like
face
that one.
after what happened at the bulwark.
But I can go into
Careful
settings
now.
and,
Sometimes shock
you know,
waits
set it to
bring out
off
sharp
so that she's
spears.
not wearing, you know, anything
I'd
on her
save
head.
my spear for Regala's troops, if I were you.
I'd save my spear for Regala's troops. If he even knows how to use it. Okay. There we go. Get that headgear off. There we go. Now she looks better.
Okay. Hikaru's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
But we must hold. And look, we are not alone in this fight.
We are not alone. Rally the troops. Okay, let's see. Explosive tripwire. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, damn. They already got something set up. third one right there. Should be able to set up a few more. There's more we'll get through. Oh, did that blow up? They blew up. Did they blow up? Oh, my crafter blew up. Why'd they blow up? Oh, maybe I won't. Alright, so much for setting up my damn traps. They're not working. Well, okay then. Okay, what one did I order? What one did I not equip? Oh yeah, I'm gonna equip that one. Well, re-equip it then, dang it. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Focus on the machines. Take them down. And Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Take them down.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine.
Oh, really now?
The
One of the
honor
squads?
is
You sure?
yours. Regala may have her
Okay,
tricks,
let's see.
but you will show her our teeth.
And they're getting started.
Dana!
Next.
The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did, and seize your glory.
Okay, that's posted. Here we go. Alright, now our turn for defense. And here comes the machines.
Here they come!
Hold them back! Defend the cool route!
Take that first. Right to his gun. Knock it off.
Nice hit!
Crap. He won't die. Oh, no way, buddy. Okay, got two of them over there. Okay, one's dead. Just keep blasting at him. Oh, ow. Ow. Big frickin'. Crap. the matter? You lost your gun?
Bring it down.
Okay, next one. And I'll grab those. Come on, just die. He's confused back there. Come on, big boy, just die. Just die over there. Bunch of them over there. Oh, big one. Oh, yeah. Mega damaged all of them. Uh-oh. And still. Die, big freaking armadillo.
The weapons along the sides. Use them.
That's what I'm doing, lady.
Take out those machines with that cannon.
God, there's a bunch of them. Still need to take that big boy out. He's running around like a mad dog.
Take them out.
Come on, machines, die. Oh, yeah. You dare kill my people? All of them? Okay, cool. Wow.
That can't be all of them.
There.
I think it was
What is
more
that?
machines.
I don't know.
They were tougher too.
Hold the defenses! Go!
Oh, and I better make sure I got the red power shirt on too. And there they go. Oh, falling out of that hole that machine made. Look at that smirk. Okay. First real battle with the Slither Fang. Full strength, too.
Get to the weapon! If I can draw that thing close, open fire!
Okay, Aloy, just throw a rock at it.
That's right, over here, you big worm!
Take this thing down and catch up to Regala.
Okay.
Hopefully the Denali
Fire
will
frost.
shots from that ballista.
Oh, I missed. Damn it, really?
I'm in position!
Oh, and you're still moving to attack while you're frosted? Oh, damn, that hurt.
Throw it away from the ballista! I can't get a good shot! Get the machine away from the ballista!
It's easy for you to say, girl. Ow, nuts.
I can't get a good shot! Get the machine away from the ballista!
That knocked it down. It's frosted again.
Machine's too close! I can't fire!
Ow. Oh, crap. Give me waterlog.
Get a good shot! Get the machine away from the ballista! I can't get a good shot! Get the machine away from the ballista!
That hurt. Okay, let's try some bombs. Okay, that was bad idea.
It's too close! Lure it away from the ballista! I can't get a good shot! Get the machine away from the ballista!
Nuts. Oh, he's doing that shot crap. Oh, damn.
Here goes nothing! Got it!
bombs, more bombs. Oh goodness. Killed him. Didn't even use my power surge. I could have. Oh my goodness.
Regala went after Hikaru and Katalo. I gotta get to them.
I was on the wrong potions. Yep, go figure. Run around, gather this loot. Mainly need the healing medicines. Okay. Ignore those. Okay. That'll work.
Champion! Get to the team!
Go! Get to the team!
Just trying to help. Whiz, people. Oh, shit. Go, Kataro, go.
Katalo!
There we go, add that one too. Okay.
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all
Sure you
who
will.
stand with Hikaru will be run red.
Will be run red.
At attention.
Well, that wasn't
You
quite as
fought
hard as I
well.
thought it'd be.
Prove yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough.
I'll do what I can to help.
Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me.
Devia.
and get to your task.
Alright, I
What
will.
will you
I'll get
do?
to my task.
Tend to the wounds.
Go get
What you
Ether.
need is
Take him back to
there.
base.
Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
This is it. Ether's below.
This is it. Well, first time I went in there, I dropped right down.
What was this place? There. That console.
That's the only other thing in here.
Come on, Ether. Time to go home.
Yes, go home. Gaia.
Yes. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Pro.
Pro.
Master override activated. Restoring Ether subordinate function to original code.
Restoring Ether to
Got it.
original code.
Now to get this
Okay.
back to Gaia.
The visions in the grove have changed.
Okay.
The words
Alright,
of the
it's the one that came up.
appeared to us.
Where's my stairs?
This must be the vision that
Right there.
Kara saw years ago. All of the visions are changed, and this one just arrived.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Aloy, here. Let's talk.
Hey, Deca.
The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hikaru.
More testimony of the old ones.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. Horizon Forbidden West, New Game Plus, Ultra Hard. Done a practice play run through it first before I decided to stream it. And on the main save, I grinded all the machine parts and everything needed to upgrade all the new legendary weapons. Got 2 of them already. Sharp shot bow and hunter bow.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he
Katana
has
the
new
mighty
marshals.
warrior.
And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
Go
See
to
you
the
at base.
mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Should be interesting.
Yes, indeed.
All right. I
Okay.
need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing
Back
it
to
did
base.
something to the other holograms too. Might be worth checking out.
Today will demand a sharpened blade.
You should know that I got some new pieces since we last went to Well, good thing I have a little something called strategy. Talk yourself up all you want. Is there a reason for the after
To base, to base, to base. Oh, actually,
My strength is yours.
don't need fast travel.
Walk in
Call my Stormwing. I mean, Sunwing. Come on, buddy. Fly me to base. Takes a lot more shots with the elemental arrows to really affect the machines on Ultrahard. Might fly just a tad bit high. Dun, 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 ba-dum. A little bit longer than just fast traveling from campfire save to campfire save, but it's more satisfying. Because after you complete, the main game, when you start your new game plus, as soon as you're able to, get the base, then you can go up on top of the mountain, override a Sunwing, and you can fly it everywhere. That's a nice little perk. You don't have to get it at the main storyline of it. After completing Gemini, that's usually when you get the Sunwing. Fly, fly, fly. Oh yeah, that's a parking perk for the Sunwing. Almost there. Be up high enough, and then jump from the Sunwing, glide right down there. Right about now. Maybe that wasn't quite close enough. Could have got him a little closer.
This?
Ah, Aaron finally arrived.
You're not waving a hammer around.
Welcome to base, Aaron. You got a lot to learn, buddy.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the
Sounds like a
line
friend of mine from school.
to your right. Other right.
My big fingers can't do that delicate stuff.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Mm-hmm.
Aloy!
Just like a big kid.
Aaron, you're
They'll
all
listen
better.
about anything.
And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn
Yep,
fast
help
enough,
us in
we help
anything.
make that happen. You want
That's
all the
Aaron
backup
for
you
ya.
can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own.
2
Doesn't
days,
mean
not
it
1
won't
day.
bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
Training from childhood.
I heard the warriors drink people's
Quite
blood.
possibly.
I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him
Think?
to one of the rooms.
Okay.
He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So,
More
from
about
where
the
I'm
land god.
standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm telling you, the old ones put blades on the...
Oh, but first. Have that one back on there. And we'll do the look for this one.
And
I'll be switching up the looks a lot.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me.
Definitely ready.
Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Discuss away, Gaia. Okay.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background
Accidental
static.
blip of data.
Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the
Just
northwest
make
of this facility.
/ Nightbot would do it.
A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this
If that puts
transmission
him
is
in it.
genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
Okay. Try putting a space on it.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal.
Oops. Damn it.
A desperate plea.
That
for
should have
help.
sent it. Okay. Okay. Aletheia.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate
that
on?
didn't really
I
do
believe
anything.
it was done as a precaution to avoid detection. Or at least to create the appearance of the desire
let's
to
see.
do so.
Maybe
I am
if I
also
go to
uncertain
that and-
why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so
Walk out of it.
either
and
Alethea is
then-
in trouble and sent the
Oh,
message
walking with
hoping you were out
Twitch.
there. Or someone else is trying to
Authorize.
get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Alethea.
That is my conclusion as well.
Okay, could be
Could
Zenith?
the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
And your Twitch channel type.
Maybe they sent it thinking you'd
Okay,
respond
mod
and
Nightbot.
reveal your location.
Okay.
Possibly. However, the transmission is
Okay.
highly irregular. If they
Alrighty.
intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Yeah,
Right.
I had to
So maybe it's not
log
that
out of the
bad.
Nightbot because I was in it for YouTube, so I had to log into it for Twitch. So
You said the coordinates lead to a
/
mountain to the northwest.
mod
What's there?
I have no
Then
record of
there's-
anything of note in that vicinity.
Nightbot.
Okay. And what about the other number in the message?
That should do it.
237. Any
I
idea what
think.
that means?
Oh,
I
maybe,
have
maybe not. I
queried
don't know.
my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance.
Okay.
Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Unrecognized. How to do friends? Well, I don't know. I'll have to ask a friend of mine about it and everything.
All right. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source.
They'll
of the
let me know how to do it.
All by yourself? Ha! No
Because
way.
to put Nightbot as a mod for YouTube, I just had to, you know, go into the settings right straight from like the little link from, the window on that page, right into my YouTube settings, and then just, copy and paste, the little Nightbot, link thing in with my moderators, and then save it, and then boom.
We're coming with you.
But for Twitch, you should have just, typed in / mod Nightbot,
We'll wait
in
for
chat,
the
and it
west
should have
exit,
worked, but
in case you need to
I don't
upgrade
know.
your gear.
I got a couple friends that do Twitch, Cicada, well, Grizzly can tell me, shoot. I can find out from Grizzly. Okay, how many champion tokens I got? Look at them real quick. Come on. Go to my freaking menu. Come on. Go to my menu. Okay. Okay, I got 5. So 5 more tokens to get the next legendary weapon. Which I'll probably get the spike thrower. Maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided yet.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main
You was.
living area.
Okay.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Why, yes, indeed I will. So, do I got all? I think. Oh, I don't have any bottle slides. Holy crap. I need to go
Looks
to
like
her
I was
room.
able to unlock that door. Looks like someone's put some of my stuff in here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I see you found your room.
Yep, Aloy's room. Her own personal space on base.
Companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Oh, well, yes, it was. Oh, you want to see what the headpiece looks like on this one? Oh, let's
There
go,
she
guys.
is. You ready to head out?
Yeah, I had to find out how to actually
Let's
get him
go.
as an actual mod.
Look at us.
For Twitch.
3
I might be doing something wrong.
battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown.
If I can make Grizzly into like a moderator or some type of thing where he could do stuff, you know, on my Twitch channel, I'd ask him. Because I know he will. Yes, indeed he will.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Vermin.
They're just totally wasting them.
What is that?
But watch, not for long.
What the hell?
Found a way to take the shields off so you can kill him. That'll come in majorly handy.
Well, that takes the keg.
Gotta admit, that outfit is pretty cool. There was a glitch with that same
See if
outfit
there's anything over there.
where you can go into photo. You can like have her jump or
check
do
out
some
the
type
battlefield.
of action,
Let's
and
start
then
with
do
that
like a
zenith.
quick pause, go into photo mode, and then keep zooming in and adjusting. You know, where you would
obviously
be able
more
to see her
zeniths than we
boobs
know
all
about.
painted and everything.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Okay, quit talking so I can examine the body.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she
Yeah,
can
that
make it
one up
come and
there.
go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
Well, of course she's gonna go do her thing. Aloy always goes and does her thing.
Oh, this snow's coming down heavy. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area?
Oh, quite possibly.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Okay.
Ah. Ah.
Well, of course
Weapon's
it's
still
hot,
hot.
Aloy. It just blew up.
I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Okay. Examine the Spectre.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset.
Rebels, Oseram,
I wonder what this asset is. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to
It's
Erend.
getting cold up here too.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a
Well, you learn and
carefully
practice
planned
with your
attack.
focus, you'll be able to do it too.
I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon.
Okay.
The
got a
Zeniths have
little-
a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending
There's a
data on it somewhere
sound
else.
mess here.
It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that.
Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing?
Yeah,
I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? The Luthia?
Not sure. Come on,
yep, definitely gotta get a new headset. Okay, let me check something out real quick while he's standing there shivering. Decide for the community post for that. Oh, one person did I like. Okay. Talk to Varl.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Aaron,
Yeah,
stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind.
Yeah,
I don't
my
want to be
headset's
caught by
slowly
surprise if
screwing
the
up.
others show up.
Your
Contact us by
sound goes
focus
in
if
and
you see
out.
anything.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty old. I had this
Any trouble
headset for a
shows up,
couple
I'll call
years.
Let's go.
Trying to get a new one. I will tomorrow. Got an interview for a new job because the last one, major disagreement with another person
There's some
working
kind
there.
of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah. From
Yeah,
the proving
they do.
lab.
So maybe they were after Eluthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Oh, possibly.
Looks like some kind of data center. You might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
See the console. Transmitter.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here,
possibly.
Probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
Really don't know. Well, actually I do. I'm just not gonna say.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Or definitely anything she can blow up. They both just stop talking to each other.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things.
Alright, I meant to open that chest, not
For
jump.
their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Oh, I came from that way. Alright, getting myself a little bit lost here. Okay. This way. Should've just looked around.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility. This place keeps on going. This place is huge.
Maybe
Some
the
kind
asset
of
is in here
storage room,
somewhere.
maybe. If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Yes, let's look around.
So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zenith.
It's usually quiet when the
focus.
characters are talking.
It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
I'm preparing. I know what's to come.
A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Oh.
Well, let's find out.
Enter the code.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Okay.
236?
Number 237. The one that's not entered in from the message that guy has told me about. Yep, the message guy I mentioned.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you.
Apologies.
My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief.
No apologies needed.
I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
Good luck and goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover
Okay.
until I get there.
Oh, here goes. Gotta fight a Spectre.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Do a lot of running.
Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Oh yeah, he's fast.
Ah!
Okay, I jumped right into the frickin' rail. Alright, bastard.
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
I already scanned it.
That thing's quick.
Nuts. Oh. Take that. Got it.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm heading up
fine.
top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Fine and
Got
dandy.
it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Craft more ammo, 'cause I need it. Can't make any more of that one.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Yep. Stay in cover, Aaron. Oh wait, was there something in there? Yep. Data point.
Aloy! Ah,
I'm on my way.
Aaron!
yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
I'll be right there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron.
Can I slide upward? Oh. Oh, maybe a little bit.
Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put.
Spectre.
I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Stuff for the stash. Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up.
Definitely stay out of his line of fire.
It'll be a tough fight if I take the thing head on.
Got those.
Heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
Get right behind him.
Fire won't do much.
Shields down!
It's on the move!
Come on, Spectre.
Hey, boys, get out of there!
Well, damn it. Oh, ow, damn.
Aloy, you need this! Let's smash it!
Okay, it went the wrong way. Yeah, jump at me right the way I'm going.
You want me to hit you again?
Oh, you bastard. Oh,
Acid's corroding its armor.
then it goes the wrong way.
Get the fuse in your eye.
Okay. One of these.
It's done for.
Oh. Those things are a pain in the butt. It just so happened to have leaped and jumped the same way I was dodging.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right.
Back to the base.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Yep.
If I can figure out how that
Take
thing
a look
works,
at the weapon.
maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Like those. Like that. Oh, get on the right one. Okay, that's everything. She got this weapon that the Osram used. It's cooled off by now.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing.
Take machines out of combat for long periods by tying them down. Oh yeah, with a rope catcher. It's not as good on this one as it was on the first game. Still decent, you know, and I think there's a skill where you can tie a machine down with just using one.
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
I'm on my way.
Okay.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
Okay.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello?
Hello?
It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy.
Edit.
What's wrong? Is it your injury? Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome. I don't understand. Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device.
See.
The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal.
Well, I can add 3
Distant.
more tags.
Is there anything that can help? Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah. Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information about you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How do they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
Oh, the hashtag.
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth.
Well...
On the ship.
It's probably not going to help me anyway.
I spent years studying in my training interface.
It's not right now.
So that I could serve
Till
my
I learn
function.
more.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on
plan
Earth.
for Earth?
That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time
Yes, who
doing
thinks
that.
like that?
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
Okay,
all right,
better rest.
I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or so how long?
Well, you can always talk to her about everything later.
You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake.
I was.
They're gonna find me.
How far along was
They're
I
gonna
supposed to
find
be?
this place and take me back. This is all for nothing. They're going to find us. Gaia's
to
using
remind you,
Minerva to
kiddo?
mask our location. What difference does it make?
I was
You're too
raised
far behind. We're never going to beat
by
them.
a person
Everything.
in this world.
Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey.
Calm down.
Calm down.
You'll be fine.
You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
Yes, go up and talk to Gaia. You'll like her.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Yep, go see Gaia.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions that help others.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Aloy. I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah.
Yes, now we
I
know.
also recovered
We most
this.
definitely know.
The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands.
Okay.
Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Yep, definitely silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with
Look
us.
at that, great minds think alike.
Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
We'll get out there.
Right. Thanks, Guy. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us.
And yet
Can't
2
let it
more
distract
check-in
me.
tokens. So I think now I got like
still have
7.
2 more sub-functions to get.
What? Very loud, Aaron. Very, very loud.
More like someone. You're
Okay.
the one that helped me.
Change the outfit, look. Let's go back to the Carja Shadow, and then go to the settings, take the headpiece off.
People make mistakes.
There we go.
My fingers feel stiff in this cold.
Okay.
You! Let me take a look at you, stranger.
You take a look at me. Here, look.
You're the outlander who stood against Regala and her rebels.
Only
Yes,
if
I
it
am.
means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the marshals, and by our chief at the Grove. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tanakh. But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the clan lands. I hear and see many things as a scout.
Tell me your rumor.
I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons. If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, Tanakh or not.
I'll make sure to pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
Oh, most definitely will. And I think that's the best food you'd be able to get. This is the only hunter shopkeeper that don't have the new legendary weapons. Because I think I actually checked. Yeah, see? He don't have them.
Right. Your loss.
Nope, your loss.
Don't let the pretty landscape fool you. It's deadly out here.
Okay. Alright, I'll call my son Wing. Fly to the next spot. Okay, just land so I can get on you. Oh yeah, very cool. Tap triangle, he'll do this. Basically have him kind of like make a little dive. Bring him back up. I can have him descend down. Or ascend back up. If he'll, okay, he'll just stay put. Okay, I guess. Oh, when I had to fight that Slitherfang over the arena, that wasn't very much room to battle in there. But there is another spawn location for a Slitherfang in the desert area I'm going to. I could give it a shot to fight that one there. Of course, I'll hit a campfire save before I get there. Just fly around. Oh, first time I've done that. Okay. Enemies there. Oh, don't be shooting my Sunwing. Because I can't do any battles while I'm in here. Oh, it's that spot right down there. I think. Well, there's fighting going on down there.
Should try something other than fire.
Fire bristlebacks.
This must be the ruins of Las Vegas. Poseidon shouldn't be far.
Oh, yes, it is. And glide right down. Okay, the little waypoint's kind of weird because there's a bunch of little curvy paths all over the place.
The ruins out here are exposed to the elements.
So
A
I'll
lot of
just
them are buried in the sand.
land wherever.
So maybe Poseidon is underground. If that's true, I might be able to find a way down through one of these structures.
can see the exact spot. Oh, right over there. There will be a boss battle at the end of where I'm going. Yep, that structure right there.
Water's pouring out of that building. Poseidon's doing? I better check it out.
Well, quite possibly Poseidon's doing. What do you think, Aloy? This is where you get the first good bolt blaster. Okay. Huh. And I did get it because I sold the last one.
Someone's been through here.
Well, get up there, Aloy.
Camping gear.
Run around, grab stuff. Okay, before I go inside, I'm gonna hit the save.
Something behind that tarp.
Quick save will work. Here we go. Nom nom.
I almost had him. I was so close. To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers.
Yeah, this quest is when you get the diving mask, so you can go underwater.
Well, not for me, it's not.
But still have to go down there and get that one piece.
You're going
and
to die
I
alone.
don't recall if I still have the machine part or not. If I don't,
we're through.
I'll have to go find a herd of machines and kill the one to get it.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
Well, right, because it was too big.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a compressed
air capsule. Hammer and... what is this? What is happening? Get over here.
Get over here.
She's a stranger. You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
I clipped that, made video. Not a stranger
I got the original
anymore.
schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough.
You just took that guy off so bad. Yeah, he didn't like what he's saying. Yeah, definitely. He's bad. Okay. Let's get right to it.
I better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have
no
what we
problem.
need.
I'm on it.
Not a problem
About
at
the
all.
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage. Whatever you find below is yours.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
Mm-hmm. Definitely good hunting. The machine herd recover the capsule. Okay, diving is kind of weird in this game. Ordinarily, you'd be running out of breath, so you'd have to do it pretty quick or you'll die.
I thought we were finally going to get away from this place.
Got the compressed air capsule.
Good thing that Aloy showed up.
Now, to get all the machine parts.
We'll see.
The longer their
According to
sojourn
Moreland,
in the
the herd
desert,
should be south
the
of here.
crustier the shard counters move.
Okay, look at the map real quick. Okay. Behind that direction, basically.
It's some kind of drone. Is it
Oh yeah, the
watching
drone.
over this area?
Do those later too.
Might have some useful data. But how to get up there?
Oh yeah, how to get up there? Takes more than one arrow to kill him on a harder level. Okay.
Well, this is where Moreland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks.
Yeah, just look for tracks. Probably find them down below.
There.
There we go.
Tracks should lead me to the herd.
Tracks will lead you to the herd. Always stay ready. I just went around in a damn circle. I did follow the damn tracks. Oh, I think they went the other way or something. Oh, I so don't remember. See, the tracks. Okay, it's kind of screwed up. Or I just went the wrong way. Duh. Run, 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 Aloy, run.
There's the herd. I should
But
have
she's
the
got
fence
unlimited
out.
stamina. Oh god, those. Flashers. Hurts water.
It's not gonna take much damage from fire.
Oh, stay still so I can... Okay.
More machines? Better deal with them first.
Oh yeah. Come check it out there, little fella. Come on. Don't be shy. Come on. Don't be shy. Come on. Come on. Maybe that'll help. Go check it out. Come on, go check it out. Come on. You good boy. Check it out. That's a good machine. Come on, you too. Come check on your buddy. Oh. Watch out for them. Oh, really, dude? Gonna go right frickin' there? You bastard. Okay. Oh, I don't have my shock arrows. I got the purge, but Oop, throw them rocks there, little fella. Oh, no, no, no. Go away, birdie. Oh, no. Damn it, again. Missed again. Ow. Oh, that'll work. Oh, almost forgot about the smoke bombs. Oh, the other saw me.
Okay, got them all. Now where
My
did the herd go?
freaking goodness. See, the hardest part about Ultra Hard is fighting several machines like that. It's a pain in the butt.
Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spiral. Great.
Mm-hmm. It sure did. Yep, those are the only things I used. Ooh, goodness. What you did know. Actually, I think I had to get the part from that bigger one that was walking. Healing herb. Yes, gotta have that.
It looks like the herd's caught between those sand spirals. I could use that to my advantage.
Frost billow back. Yeah, the big thing to turn yellow, don't want to attack it. Long legs there. shock that one. Oh, no, I can't, because it's on the other. Oh, yeah, I can shock it. Oh, close enough. Oh, these sleep flashers are annoying.
Gotta get a few hits in while it's drenched.
There's no more. Oh, no, I didn't get a jacket. Nuts. No, no, no. Oh, your fire can't reach me way out here, can it? Oh, maybe it can. Okay, got the little one.
The kneecap. Good.
Okay, got the kneecap. Oh, but I still want to kill him though. Oh, you're getting it, buddy. I'm gonna fire your ass. God, I'm getting back into the corner. Okay, take that. What the wrong way? Some of this. Hey, buddy.
That's the last one. Gotta see about that synthetic membrane.
Nice. Take care of them all. Oh, big boy, yes, I can loot him.
One synthetic membrane. I should have all the parts to build this thing now. Better get back to Moreland.
I'm not gonna run. Why run when you can fly? Oh, oh, oh. Not a flower.
Oh.
All that to come in here for data point and a chest. There's stuff in it you can sell.
Ooh, steady there.
So you can walk with him a little bit too. But flying's better. Okay, make sure I got everything. Okay. Not yet.
I thought we were finally going to get away from this place.
Well, we'll hear you talking again in a minute. Just I restock all my stuff.
Aloy showed up. We'll see.
The longer their sojourn...
What can I do for you, partner?
I'm just trying to put that together there, bud.
I've got everything I
You
need
were in
to
the
build
way.
the
incredible.
You're just standing right in front of the workbench.
I think diving mask is enough.
Can't hear anything,
quibble.
but
The workbench is all
if
yours.
I got to my computer, I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably is. Because I can hear everything flying. Let's see, maybe if I turn up. Oh. Can you hear? Can you hear anything? Well, maybe the volume a bit low and everything too. Okay. Special gear. Diving mask. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that fine cutter's the last one. Let's see, ammo crafter. Fire arrows. First water arrows, which I didn't make before. Yeah, make sure I have everything made. Okay, there we go.
Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? There's a very special salvage I want down there.
Assuming I don't drown.
Well, I might not have been, turned
really
all the way in an on position.
It's hard to
Slightly
explain.
off a little bit. That might be
Something
why.
that
Can
caused
you
a
hear?
malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. But suddenly, The dancing lights around us changed.
Lights?
Okay, so
What do you mean?
to the computer.
Images in the air, sparked by the embers, the salvage I'm after.
Tiny hologram projectors?
At first, there were lots of images. Women and coins and food stuff. And then, suddenly, they turned nautical. Waves. Fish. There was this flash of red.
Okay.
And the roar
I think
of
we
water
stop
surging
here
in.
pretty soon.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light. From a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does.
Yeah,
and good
hope
luck
it
down
does.
there. Okay. Time to see if this thing works.
Okay.
So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here.
Oh yeah, that water swimming is so freaking
Diving
weird.
mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
Okay. I can about grab data points. Get right to it.
Nautical lights. That must be Poseidon's doing. That looks like a way out. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa! Big machine. There's no way I
Big
can
tide
put that
ripper.
thing underwater. I'll have to be careful. This place is massive. All of it's encased in a dome.
It's not gonna go further that way. But you have to get over there.
The door on the other side. Coordinates for Poseidon ain't there.
What? Nope. Not through the middle.
Get to it without the machine spotting me. I gotta find a way to deal with it first. Norman said he saw a red light near the floor when the water rushed in.
Yeah, right here.
Like a warning. Some kind of alarm system? There. Red light.
Activate.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I
Okay.
do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
Okay. Up, up. Swimming can be just so awkward on this game.
There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city. I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out. That's as close as I'm gonna get out here.
The primer node shut down now. I think the last time I was down here was during the Lumia incident. A malfunction led to an overflow of detergent in the pipes. Suds rose from every fountain. As we frantically tried to fix it, I looked up and saw everyone in the lobby chasing bubbles the size of basketballs. Young and old alike. Another magical moment in the impossible city.
Stanley Chen. What did he do here?
Computer engineer, maybe? Security guard? Something like that.
There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Swim, swim, swim. Oh, jeez, come on. Go through
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome.
Snap maw there. Yeah, figures us stupid burrowers can go underwater too. Go figure.
Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
Better not follow me in here. Right over here to the ladder.
Just shut down the secondary node. No more water for the fountains. No more shows. No one left to appreciate them anyway. I'll never forget the city's grand reopening. The fountains had been bone dry for years. No one believed they'd ever return. So, as the first bloom arced up in the dome, the music swelling, my heart soared right along with it. The city gave me a second chance once. Now it had one, too.
There we go. Got it.
The domes, the water. He was responsible for all of it. I won't
You're back.
budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down.
Yep. This debris right here.
Okay, let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
Yes, we do. Emergency purge. Activate. Oh, well, not yet. Darn it. Missed all. Come on.
According to the map, the maintenance stations should be at the south end of the dome.
Okay. Where was that burrower at?
As it let this go quick.
Just keep going, fella. Can't fight you underwater, but I can toss a smoke bomb.
There's red light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? It looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in.
Get in this way.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
Get all the loot I can. Make sure I'm prepared for the battle to come.
This looks promising. There should be a console in here.
And there is.
There. Time to dry this place out.
I go all the way to the top.
That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door.
Yep.
Exciting. I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
No water, no more. Yeah, at least most of it. Wait. Ooh. Get that. Oh, darn it, come on. Go up. AOA. Up. Go out of the water. Out of the water and into the frying pan. I believe that filled me up. than one brawler.
Easy, Aloy. The Purge left these machines behind. I could sneak by them. Deal with the big one first.
Get the eyeball. Ooh, I can do a... Uh-oh. Big boy about to see me. Just go away, big boy. I'll take you later. I want to get rid of the little ones. They're more annoying. Just turn around. Go the other way. Go on. Go on. Ah, you don't need to roar. Go on.
Now's my chance!
Well, I got one of them out of the way, anyway. Those are little ones going to check it out. Here goes big boy. Go away, big boy. Okay, fire and shock. I don't have my shock. Oh, actually, I got shock. I'm not. Oh, wrong weapon. Ow, ow.
Pain subsiding.
Oh, quit spamming the attack. Damn.
I gotta wait. Build up my stamina.
Shit. a major pain in the butt. Just wait till what's next. Well, good lord. Oh, I might need that one too. Definitely. Make sure I get everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Boss battle time.
Poseidon's through there. Where did that machine go?
Ready for this, black cowboy?
Aloy! It's a miracle! Oh,
For you, maybe.
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. The Embers with that.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Oh, never know. I might get my first death against this thing.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Okay, here goes.
Places, fellas. Get to that overhang.
Frost and shock. Oh shit, I was on the wrong thing there. Oh, damn. Oh, damn it, got no water. bastard. Oh, nuts. Come on, Aloy, get up, girl. Frost didn't want to do anything to him. I hit the wrong button. Oh, damn. Okay, didn't expect that.
Down it goes!
Aloy! You did it!
Whew, boy.
Poseidon should be somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home.
Wow.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console.
Why, yes, definitely should.
I'm here to bring you
There we
home,
go.
Poseidon. To Gaia.
Yes. Mother. All waters lead back to her.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Okay. Time to return to Gaia.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system.
Oh, just wait until you see all the nice lights and everything.
Roland and crew must have headed back up top. With all the embers they could carry, but...
Well, come on, climb. Why is she having so much trouble climbing? She never did before. gotta go right up this way.
An elevator.
Take the elevator up.
Someone must have built this before the place flooded. Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
I had a blast paste. Can't make any more of those.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole city.
Well, it sure did.
How much did all this
Powered it all up.
What's going on out there?
And now outside. See all the nighttime wonders
Show my old Gramps
of
always
Las
wanted.
Vegas.
There's another.
His dream realized. His old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
And I saw the embers as
Oh,
a
if I would have
child.
thought about it, I would have
I
switched
never
the
dreamed it could be
actual
like this.
outfit she was wearing to the
Thank
highest
you,
of the
Eli.
purge water defense.
Well, did you
Because
find
all
what you
his
were
attacks were
looking
water, except
I
for
did.
his, you know, jumping around, meleeing.
Now I have to move on.
for? Oh,
Very first time I fought that thing, oh, it took me like
Come
3
back
times
when
to
you can.
beat it when I first started playing
I
it
got
on
big
normal
plans for
mode.
this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the Clam.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it
If I
happen.
thought about it, I would have used my Power Surge and done them power shots. Cause more damage.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later.
Oh,
For now, I need to
yes,
get Poseidon back
definitely.
to Gaia. But with all the ruins here, might want to look around before I head back. And with my new diving mask, I should be able to swim
Okay.
as deep as I want to.
Gotta move out
Once
farther.
I find a place with more water.
Could have just used the campfire to fast travel, but I'd rather fly. It's better. Plus you can look around at everything from the sky too. Okay, they made this night freaking foggy.
I must be closing in on the signal.
I think this is the one for...
That tallneck looks damaged. I should take a closer look.
Oh, I will later. You gotta shoot the glowing parts with different harpoon things. Then that way you can get up on it and and then override it to open up more area. Let's see. Area line map real quick. Okay, the other Twitter thing is right over here in that area, and over in here somewhere, while there's still desert, there's a tremor tusk. You know, the big mammoth that I fought. Oh, that one's part of the story. Gotta do that one in the story. Let's try this way. Well, because I could slowly open up all the map just by flying around.
Frost will hurt it.
Okay. Don't really want to fight the flying machines right now. I'm a little bit high. Double point. Okay. Apex Flare-Fang. Oh, dear God. Well, let me take him from up here. There's Ravagers. They're a pain in the butt. Behemoth. They're tough. Well, could try and fight that Flare-Fang. But I want to hit a campfire save first. Let's see, now look at the map. Okay, there's one right there. Unknown campfire. There's one right there, but the Behemoth and 2 Ravagers are around there right now.
Time to get off.
Oh, I missed him. I went the wrong way. What the hell is that? Yeah, just keep jumping around, little fella. Oh my. That's one battle I don't want right now. don't see me. You guys don't see me. Stay away from them.
Steady.
Okay, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Ah, wrong way. Where'd he go? There's big boy. Alright, the strongest of the Slaughter Fangs. Weak against fire and plasma. Strong against all those. So, probably have to re-equip the other sharp shot bow. Maybe, maybe not. You got my fire. This is... Yeah, that's right, to the back of him. Oh, come on. Get back in range. Yeah, I know about those grinders. Okay.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Just keeps moving. Come on, buddy. I'm getting close enough. Probably not close enough.
Down it goes.
Oh, I missed. Oh, ow, that hurt. Big time.
Glad I had this.
potion. Had to miss. What the hell are you doing? Oh, that's... I was able to make one. Oh, I missed that one. Missed that one too, damn it. Oh, and you have to go the way I rolled. That's 60 he's more powerful. Don't run that way. Hide.
Okay, pain's easy.
Oh, well, come on. Oh, I'm running like a banshee. That didn't work. Okay. Maybe I wasn't as prepared as I wanted to be. Oh, can't grab anymore. Damn it. Okay, gather more, huh? Low on health. Strategy time. Okay. I got his health down more. Yeah, go up your little tower. More of those. Getting confused. Oh, how'd you spot me? crafty, ain't ya? Whew. Oh, good lord. That was rough. Whew. Oh my goodness. Well, I finally managed to kill it. Ran out of everything to heal, so I had to keep using the smoke bombs, run and hide. Came close to dying a few times. Roughest battle yet here in Ultra Hard. Okay, way down the other side of that, because that's a rebel outpost right there. Oh, I hope either on the DLC, whenever we get it, or the next game, while you're on one of these, you know, flying mounts, you'd be able to attack. That would be so awesome. Well, you can with the other one that you ride, that, you know, little charger. Kind of looks like a ram. You can attack while on it. You can even have it do melee attacks, you know, because your melee attack buttons, light, R1, heavy, R2. The mount does those while you're on them. Goodness, that was rough. Really, really rough.
Just scraping against the middle.
Don't tell me I was too high. See if I can land better this time. Get up a little bit higher.
Am I fine for now?
There we go. That was better that time.
That's fine.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Oh yeah, I did. Then I had a hellacious battle afterward. Apex Slitherfang.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Oh, she does.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right down.
Aloy,
Yeah.
I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Okay.
Got it.
Ghost level 52. Yeah, too bad with these extra levels you don't get more health, because that would really, really come in handy. At least be able to get her to 1,000 health, compared to the health of all these freaking big tough machines. Oh, we got everything out there. I'm gonna go to her room
looks
first
like I can
here
open that
to
door now.
her stash. Reclaim everything. Then heal. Awesome. Back to full health.
So the old ones painted their faces.
Hi.
Oh, you can brag to Grizzly about that fight.
Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus.
Well, hell, we talked
She's been
about the
watching
time
a lot.
stand, and
I
he'll
think
come
it
back and
helps
watch
to
it.
calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big.
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel
Just about
opened
done here in a bit.
in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
Maybe. Okay, you get information about, you know, Tilda, the little data channel thing. Kind of like a virtual reality where they communicated. And of course the house was, you know, the place of the virtual reality. And of course paintings and files and stuff, you know, from Tilda's home and everything. So now continue with her being cut off from her.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you. A
Brief
house on a
explanation.
cliff. Then later she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't, okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is.
When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Let's leave it at that. Definitely.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn.
Yeah, she still
maybe
believes she
she
has
just
to
needs
save the
some
world
time
by
to
herself.
adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
But you can't. You gotta have help.
But I won't hold my breath.
Oh, she'll come around. Don't worry. Oh.
Did you know there used to be a rainforest so big the old ones called it the lungs of the planet?
Alright. Supposed to go that way, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the other door where the campfire save is. If I can end the stream and save.
Looks like Zoe started a garden out here.
So she did. Well, thanks for showing up, supporting me. Appreciate it. And the few that did pop in here and there, this is where I'm going to end it and say as I usually say, everyone stay safe, happy, healthy. I'll see y'all later, and thanks again for watching. Bye bye for now, everyone. Thanks a lot.